You can be the worst dude for them if they want to sleep with you.
They've determined what the possibility can be, but you can definitely talk your way out.
Thank you.
Now
she didn't say that.
No, think about what you just said. That.
No, you said in.
No, I said you can talk yourself in the draws and out of it.
No, she didn't say. No, she did not say in.
No, Quinn.
I said in and out, and y'all motherfuckers was cutting y'all. Fucking hear me.
We're talking about
you can talk your way in. She said you can talk your way out, meaning that they already chose you. They already chose you, nigga. But you can fuck it up, but it don't mean that they don't already premeditate who it is that they want to sleep with or who they want to be with, bro.
I don't believe in that whole woman intuition is BS.
It's not BS because you know
wait. Okay, go ahead.
Because women already the reason why it's not BS because that's supposed to be. It's supposed to be women's protective mechanism. Like that's something that we have because we are nurturers. Like we know, like you don't have to tell a mother what's like, you can hear your child's cry from far away because you have it. That's in you. They know, they just choose not to listen. And that's on them. It is what it is. But let's be clear. When you woke up, she's like, either you're Dusty, or I like him, I'm sleeping with him, or he's food.
And I'll do you one better. You don't even got to walk up. If they will make themselves available, they will throw every fucking hint. They will shoot their shot without being direct about shooting their shot. And some women will directly shoot their shot. It is a fact, bro. 100%. If she wants you, she's going to tell you that she wants you. And she's not going to make no mistake about it. They not fooled. Ain't nobody tricked. Man, listen, when I see women, most of them online talking about, oh, he tricked me. You knew who that nigga was before you fucked with him. You ain't confused about who he is. And you was never confused about the fact that he was. You think that all of the women that Future then got pregnant, you think that they confused? You think that all of the women that Nick Cannon fucking with, you think that they confused about who he is?
That nigga went to the right
right end of fuckery. Listen, Nick Cannon, listen, we talking about them as famous dudes, but nigga, it's Future's running around everywhere. Is Nick Cannon's running around everywhere. They not hiding. They not lying about the fact that they got 1,000 baby mamas.
No,
they're not confusing women.
Yeah, but I do believe there's a certain demographic of women that go for a certain type of man. I just don't believe that the majority of women are out here just the majority of men just leading it up saying like, oh, I'ma fuck you over, I'ma do you wrong, I'ma treat you bad. Niggas is not leading. I'm sorry, let me not say that word on here. Bruh, men are not leading like that
all day long. Let me tell you something, and this is a fact. I tell people all day long, yep, I'm married. Yep, I will dog you the fuck out. Yep, if you come over here, I'm gonna fuck you and send you back to your baby daddy. And most of the time I'm just playing, right? I'll just be talking
most
shit.
Of the time.
My life, because you got to troll for content, but my life is 100% on display. You think that I have any problem or that women don't see that shit and they still be like, yeah, that's cool, but what up though? You think
that's not the finesse though.
That's not what I'm
saying. It's not a finesse. You don't have to finesse. I know they already know what it is. They're not confused.
Yeah, but there are women that aren't as keen and they do get finessed. I think it's both ways. It goes both ways where I agree with both sides. I agree with both of y'all. Yes. Because there's women that are very keen and they already know what they going into. They already know what they want from this dude, and they just pretty much going along with the program. But there are women, I done heard women say, I can't believe I fucked with this nigga.
And they a bunch of liars.
No. They really
believe, then you the one that's getting finessed.
I ain't getting finessed. It ain't me.
Listen, if you no, I'm saying
it ain't me. I'm saying
figuratively. Listen, bro, if you get with a woman and she acting fucking confused.
No. I'm not.
If you get with a woman and
she's not telling that to the dude, she's telling this to women.
If you get with a woman and she's acting like a deer in headlights, oh my God, you saying something so sweet, nigga. She the finesse is on. It's
no. I'm not talking about that extreme.
Listen, what I'm saying, Slimmy. A lot of women are playing the game with the men that they talking to. If you don't have, okay, I'll give you an example. I don't believe that you have to spit game at all. I don't believe
I agree.
I don't believe that any of that shit is necessary. I think that women play along a role playing with the nigga that they want to fuck anyway. And they leading you to believe that you're really doing some shit when in reality, they just want to do it anyway. I don't believe that they confused, bro. And if you get a woman that's mature enough and then actually seen some shit, she not even gonna play no game. She gonna tell you exactly what she looking for right up front.
That is true. But what I'm saying is all women aren't the same. There are women that are extremely keen, they understand, they know what's going on, and there are women that aren't. And they really expecting the dude, they expect the dude to be how he presents himself.
So what age range are we talking about? Because are we
Yeah, I
gonna
was
talk
gonna
I ain't
ask
talking
about
about
that
no
too.
age range. I'm
You
just
can
saying it
Let's
don't
say
matter
an
no
age
age
cap.
range.
right.
no,
It
because
don't
I
matter
mean,
about no age range.
we
It's
start
less
bringing in
likely
frontal
with an
lobe
older
development.
woman
Then we're
to
gonna
date
have a
So
different
somebody.
conversation.
what happened to the girls? What happened to the girls are developing smart, faster and smarter than boys. So now all of a sudden the boys are able to just
I
automatically.
can tell you that
I wouldn't say
every
that.
woman on this panel,
Mhm.
no matter what it is that she didn't see in her lifetime, she will tell you that she knew exactly what she was doing when she was doing it. She does not get finessed. I don't believe we got 4 women and 4 guys on this panel. I don't believe that any fucking woman on here has gotten finessed out of some pussy. Never, ever, ever. And they're gonna be ladies and they're gonna sit up like this and all of that stuff. But I don't believe that shit even a little bit.
I think a couple of the about 75% of the
You
four.
said you think women. You think women what?
I don't believe that shit.
I think there's one that ain't letting no nigga get over on her because she carry a gun, but that's about it.
I don't believe that shit. If you get her, you got her, and it ain't because she didn't want to get got. She slowed down the chase so that you can catch her.
Nah, I think it's some
They're
women that
nodding yes. I
I
don't
think
know.
I think it's some women. I'm not talking about the women on the panel. I just think there are some women they just don't.
So,
They don't see some dudes coming, man. They
so
really
these are
don't.
the only smart women in the
It's
world.
some. It's
These are the only,
no. It is different levels. The women of all colors, creeds. All women aren't the same. Everybody not created equal. Just like it's men out here they get finessed by women. It's women that get finessed by men.
monolith.
I mean, that's true. But it's some very cunning, sly guys out here, and they know
Women
what to
never see
say.
my
They
ass
know what
coming.
they know what the they know what the,
Somebody said speak for yourself. Well, then you will never have generalities. Like if you're just going to speak for yourself, you will never have generalities. Then we shouldn't say men are like this, women are like this, because generally they are like that.
let me ask y'all a question to the women on the panel in general. Can y'all tell if a man got money or if he don't got money? Can y'all tell if a man is fronting or capping, or can you tell in general whether or not he got resources? If y'all, regardless of whether you talk to him or not, can y'all tell if a guy got resources? I'm just curious.
That's a real broad
Yeah.
statement though.
No, it's
For
not
the most
because it
part.
feeds into the whole conversation about getting finessed.
I think
Carrie,
for the
can you
most
tell
part,
if a guy got resources in general?
Like what kind of resources?
Money.
What kind of money?
Come on.
Yeah, there's so many. That's
All right, I'm done.
why are you done? Like that's such a broad question. And
I
are you
see.
talking
I
about
tell
in my
you.
now life? You
know,
talking about when I was dating? Are you like what? That's such.
What do you mean
Anton,
when
you
you're dating? I just said it in general. In general, regardless of whether or not you talk to him or not, when you meet a guy and he's trying to talk to you, do you believe that you could tell whether or not he has resources or not over a period of time? Any guy. It could be a friend, it could be anything.
Over a period
I
of
mean,
time, I think you can kind of figure something out.
yeah, I
Before,
would.
Right away, though, Nowadays,
Before
lines are kind of blurred.
before you was to ever give up the draws to a guy, hypothetically speaking, can you tell whether or not he got resources?
For over a period of time,
Yeah.
or like in meeting him once.
You wouldn't give
Okay.
up
Over a
the draws.
period of time.
I
I'm
don't know.
assuming
It's
it's
a
Look,
really
I'm trying
hard
to roll. This
question.
is a right.
It's a
Can
really
we?
hard question.
You should be doing
This
this
is
to
really
your
a hard
question,
question.
not to my
I could meet a
answer.
woman
It
and
is.
keep it. I could meet a
It's a
woman.
better question. Can you tell if a dude is broke? Is probably a
No,
better.
no.
It's probably a better
I
question.
could meet a chick. I don't have to ask her what her body count to know if she a hoe.
You said
What
what?
the fuck is you confused about?
What did you say?
I don't
Nigga,
have
what?
to ask her body count to know whether or not she a hoe.
Well, never mind.
How would you know?
I nigga said the sorcery.
You niggas have to ask body counts in order to know whether or not she for the streets. Okay.
How else do you know?
You
Like,
just took it
because
with
I
it.
mean,
You
wait, time out. There's women that could dress a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And look
Wait,
like they
You just can't pick up and talk to her and tell whether or not she wifey material or she for the streets.
But you don't know. But hoe, you said hoe, my guy.
you said
Hoe
If she for the
equates to
streets,
body
that
count.
means she hoeing. She for the streets.
Bro, it's women in it. Like you would have to. It's layers to that, fam. In my opinion, because a woman can talk a certain way, act all gutter or whatever, but at the same time, she don't have a high body count. She don't have a lot of bodies. You don't know that. Like you have to get to know that woman, fam.
Anton is asking a question to prove his point. So he's trying to walk us into his point. Mama Daniels already told us how Anton moves. So that's why we're sitting here getting trapped in this question.
I think he's talking more mindset than actual body count.
Well, he said body count. Okay, if you're talking about, I don't know.
He said
I don't know.
without the body count. So
Yeah,
basically, once you
he
start
said
talking,
you don't ask. What he's saying is a woman's mannerisms, the way she speaks, the way she moves around men, how she be moving around, like what she does in the presence of men can actually tell you how she might be.
No,
It
you
can
don't have
give
to.
you
He
clues.
said
No,
she
Slimmy,
is. He
Slimmy.
said she is a hoe.
Slimmy, you're going too deep. Okay, you're going way too deep. We have to deep dive into this and ask the question a certain way so that we can better understand what do you mean by this? Because I'm trying to trap you. No, Slimmy, don't worry about it. It's too complicated for us as human beings to make sure that we understand exactly what that means. Don't worry about it, Slim. I'm crazy, you slave, you crazy. We don't know. We confused. We have to ask direct questions and get their mind charts to understand it.
I'm gonna
that's
break my
good.
fast with some vodka and tea because you niggas get on my nerves.
The fuck is going on, Quinn?
You have to have a minimum of 7 dates to better understand her mindset so you can understand if she's for the streets or not. You have to see how she treats her parents. What the fuck is y'all talking about, bro? What is y'all talking about?
I said mindset. I said you
I'm
was
so
talking about mindset.
confused.
'Cause if you're not talking about body count, all you can be talking about is mindset.
Oh,
So if he was to
Listen,
say, if he was to say hoish mindset, right? Yes, then I could probably be like, oh, she probably for the streets. I still would be making an assumption. It still would be an assumption. I'm being as honest as I can. Like,
wait
answer
a
that
minute.
question.
Hold on, Shannon.
It's still an
Shannon,
assumption, bro.
Y'all are the type of
Shannon.
people. Y'all are the type of people to get caught in a horror movie and be the first to die. This is why black people die in horror
You
movies.
didn't church and fell over nothing.
This is why black people die in horror movies first, because they so fucking confused. Y'all are, honestly, then if y'all telling me this, then I'm gonna accept it at face value. But god damn it, this is crazy. You gotta understand whether or not she has a hoish. So if she got a hoish mindset, that means she not a hoe. She just think about it sometimes.
Oh my goodness! If a person talk gutter, if a person talk like they from the streets because they was raised in an environment, does that mean that he's a street nigga, or does that mean that he was just raised in an
Can
environment?
you tell whether or not a dude is putting on and pretending like he from the hood?
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about his actions. I'm talking about the way he makes.
I ain't talking about his actions either. You don't have to be a street dude to be. You can be from the hood, but that don't mean that you're street. But you can still very much understand and understand a lingo. I could tell if a nigga is from Baltimore just by hearing that nigga speak.
And
I don't
no
have
one
to.
is saying you
I
should.
can tell a Baltimore
Them
dude.
niggas
I
talk
can
weird
hear
as
a
fuck.
Baltimore dude
Nope.
and tell, you
Them
know
niggas
what,
say,
nigga,
"Durr."
you got a Baltimore accent. I could tell if a person is from overseas and they're from the UK because
No one is saying that you shouldn't
if a
trust
dude
your
from
gut.
the West Coast just by having a conversation for 2 seconds with him.
Anton,
Just because you from the,
no one is saying you shouldn't trust your gut if she acting a certain way, talking a certain way. I'm not saying that, hey, go still approach that woman. I'm saying she could potentially be a HOE. At the same time, in order to validate you, it would still be an assumption. I'm not saying go approach her and go deal with her. No. If you don't want to deal with that type of woman, don't deal with that type of woman.
You saying she could have a hoe mentality and not be a practicing hoe?
how you
Because
if you got a whole mentality.
No. She
I'll be a
practicing.
practicing hoe.
She practicing.
That's
Ain't
true.
no way she got that mentality and she ain't practicing.
No, we don't want to assume. We want to give her the benefit of the doubt, Slimmy.
I'm talking about assuming in your mind. I'm not saying go get to know the woman and take on a date. No, trust your gut. If you think that that's a 304 or a HO, whatever, the hoe, right? She sound like one, moving like one. At the same time, it still would be an assumption in your head. I'm not saying go approach the woman, but how you know what her body count is without talking to her? That's what I'm saying. How do you know that?
It's a lot.
What's a lot?
More.
More than what, nigga?
More than
More,
one.
nigga. The same way that we know how much you got a lot of money. We don't say it's a certain amount. That nigga got money. The same way that women look at a man and say, you know what, he getting money. They don't say, I wonder if he makes over $1 million or if he has this in his network. They just know that nigga got money over there. In the same way that they can
just think it.
that woman
They
could
think
smell money. A woman could smell money. And in
That's
the
not
same
true.
way that we assess that and we don't put a specific amount on it, is the same way that we look at women.
I'm about to give y'all a perfect example, bro. We gonna use the church, and God forgive me. You got women that dress like they showing everything.
Oh man.
You may think that they are a 304 and they for the streets. You talk to them, they ain't had a high body count. You go to the freaking women in
They
the
lied
church.
to you. They
You
lied
go
to
to you go to the women in the church, bro.
Lied to you.
Look at their body count.
How
Oh,
do
not
you-
lied to me.
okay, no, Shannon.
Not
How do you
lied
know
to
that- how do you know
lied to
what they-
me.
How do you know what their body count is, Shannon?
If you asking the goddamn woman, if you talking to the woman,
So
if you trying to date that woman,
So when
you can't just you cannot assume
you
nothing.
her body count.
Anton, you cannot assume nothing about
Yes,
nobody.
I fucking can.
No, you can't. You can't.
I absolutely can.
Bro, you cannot assume. You won't know. You will never know what her body count is. That's stupid.
I
Like,
do.
if we think about that
It's a
logically,
lot.
man, you can't just say that she got a high body count.
Yes, I can.
More.
All right.
It's more.
I'm
Yes,
not.
I
I can't
absolutely
do that.
can.
That's
100%.
crazy. That's
100%.
crazy.
So you automatically give a woman the benefit of the doubt until she
I'm
tells
not
you
giving
what it is?
nobody the benefit of the doubt.
I'm asking a question. As far as the conversation about body count, until she tells you, you don't make any assumptions whatsoever.
No. What the fuck? Like, I'm like, no. If I don't know the answer, I'm not at. Like, what the heck? I'm gonna make an assumption for.
Man, put them glasses back on and see this shit for what it is.
What?
Man, you talk about women in the church that don't have no high body count. That's
Well,
where
I
the
didn't say
freaks
they
is
don't have
at.
a high body count. I said
Man, that's
they
where
have
the
a high body
freaks is
count.
at, bro. That's where the freaks is at. You capping right there, bro.
It'd be a
That's
whole bunch
straight
of high
cap.
body count. With, they ran to Lord after getting ran through, just like a lot of men did the same thing.
They
Just like a
after
lot
they
of
got
men did
ran
the
through the
same thing.
streets.
Women
After they got ran through the streets.
Men want to run to God after they done messed up and ran through so many women. They want to get their life right. Women did the same thing. They ran to Jesus. So yeah, it's a lot of women that are reformed 304s, spiritually clean. The blood, the sins have been washed. Right, but I'm not. What I'm saying is, if something looked like if she looked like a 304, if she looked like a 304, fam, trust your gut. She dressed a certain way, trust your gut. She talk away, trust your gut. I'm not saying go date the woman. I'm saying I cannot then say she got a high body count because I don't know. That's literal. I don't know that. You don't know that. You can make a judgment all you want. It's people that look a certain way and don't be like that. It's niggas that got tattoos on their face. You'll think they're the toughest dudes and they can't fight.
Can't fight. He didn't got intense now. He said he wasn't gonna say it. Now he back to using nigga that quick.
My bad. I forgot. Yeah, on the pen. They don't have no hands whatsoever. Look like
No, that's a fact.
no
You right.
hands. Like, so why would I then judge? Oh, go ahead. All right, go ahead.
No, I said you was right. I'm agreeing
I'm
with
talking
you.
about Anton because Anton was about to open his
But
mouth.
then why would you? But
I'm
also,
not
why
about
would
to
you?
say anything.
Why
I
would you
think
take a
y'all
chance?
think y'all got it.
But why
I'm
would
sorry,
you
Nick,
take a
what you say?
chance? But why would you take a chance? Like if
I know,
a guy
I never.
walk
Okay,
up
come
to
on.
me with a poo shiesty
When y'all
mask,
play
I'm
this
going
back,
to assume that he's trying to rob me. I don't care.
when y'all play this back, you will
So-
never see you. When you play this back, you will never hear the words that I said. Go date that woman or approach them. I said trust your gut. At the same time, don't make a mental judgment about her body count being high
But
because
that's
you
what you're
don't know.
doing when you trust in your gut. You've already made the mental
But
judgment.
I'm talking about you think that she's a 3 or 4 fine, but you don't know her body count. You can't assume that she has a high body count.
Right, just like I can't
So-
assume that he's about to rob me, but I've made a gut
That's
decision.
different. You're
So
assuming a
Shannon,
number as
you're
opposed to
right.
an
I'm
action.
trying
Like,
to. I don't know.
Shannon,
How,
I
I don't know. How
You
good I
know,
am.
you
Put the
know,
glasses back on.
you know. I'll give you an example. Let's use a street
All
conversation.
right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Men know when other guys is a little bit dangerous. We know who to try and who not to try. It's a fucking fact.
I try
I don't
everybody.
have to know if this. I don't have to know.
Me too, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Niggas inherently.
I don't know what that
dudes
means. I don't know what
yes,
that means.
yes. In real life, you know who you can get away with, what you can get away with, and what you can't get away with certain people. And even if you didn't know, when a nigga get quiet or he move a certain way, you start to inherently make adjustments like, okay, you know what? I know I might be in a situation. When you go into certain hoods, you don't assume that everybody, if a nigga walking down the street, come on, man. Y'all not gonna sit here and say that we should not be situationally aware, and you can't use your life experiences to know whether or not that chick is for the streets and this chick is not for the streets.